London has spent the last 10 years doling out fashion advice to unsuspecting violators on the hit show, What Not to Wear. Roll it.
I'm Clinton.
I'm Stacy.
And we're from TLC's What Not to Wear.
You don't like my fashion?
How many do you have?
Just 3. Only 3.
3? 2's off everything.
I know.
You slip in, you pull on, you're done.
Yeah, it's like baby clothes.
I feel like I look adequate in this outfit.
I'm sorry, the word adequate is that is just horrifying. Nicole, we think you've been unfairly judged by the press, and we'd like to help you.
I had resigned myself to the fact that, I couldn't all of a sudden become glamorous at 40.
Why the heck not? You're already the woman you want to be. You just got to let her out.
Love it, love it, love it.
Pretty!
Love it.
Welcome, Stacy London. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
Oh, hi, guys. So lovely to be here.
So do you feel pressure to always look good?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, it's hard when I consider myself to be sort of like a fashion coach / cheerleader / critic. But the minute that you do that, I think you put yourself out there for a little bit of criticism. And, oh, boy, do I get it.
Yeah, well, but that comes with the territory, right?
Yeah, of course, comes with the territory.
The show's been on a decade.
A decade. I have aged in dog years.
What's new this year? Because at any show, you have to twist it just a bit.
It's true, it's true. You always want to tweak it a little bit. I would say that really, it's a great season. We're doing a lot of really interesting celebrities who really have very particular and yet at the same time kind of universal issues with style. So everybody can relate, which is kind of fun. But it's that every contributor...
Well, you have celebrities as well.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying, is that they are celebrities, but what's so nice about them is how relatable they are.
I see, okay.
And then, one of the things that I think really distinguishes the show is the fact that every contributor makes the show something new. I mean, you know what's going to happen on the show, right? You know we're going to surprise them. You know that, at minute 18 they're going to go shopping and that Ted's going to cut their hair and Carmody's going to do beautiful makeup and I'm going to say shut up and Clinton's going to roll his eyes. You know that's going to happen.
One of the things that always strikes me, and you have, in fact, we had it in that clip, is how many times people say things like adequate or satisfied. Yeah. They never say, often the people you pick, they never say, I feel great.
Yeah.
What does that reflect about us, how we dress?
I think what it says a lot about is resignation and not enough information. We are busy people. People have lives that get in the way. And taking care of yourself when it comes to your style feels like work. But it's work that can really pay off. I truly believe that building your style is, A, a way to respect yourself. Say to the world that you respect yourself, but also build your self-esteem over time.
Why do you think... I know we have somebody we're going to bring out, but why do you think it's hard for so many people to commit?
Well, because I think it's an easy thing to make excuses about. We say that we don't have good enough bodies, so we don't want to shop. We say we're too old. We say we don't have enough money. There are a zillion excuses that literally on the surface make sense. It gets harder as you age. It's harder if you're a size 18 as opposed to a size 8. It's just a question of making a commitment to yourself, and I think it's one really worth making. It winds up being a tool in terms of your life instead of an obstacle to feeling good about yourself.
All right, so we thought it'd be fun to check up on one of your makeovers.
Oh.
So we have somebody, we're going to show the before. So take a look at this. Roll it.
Meet Kathy. She's a 40-year-old doctor of pediatrics and one super pajama mama.
Will we be able to convince her to dump the pajama bottoms and become the stylish woman she never thought she could be? Yes? Really? Yes? You agree? All I want to do is hand you a paint roller desperately and be like, get to work on the porch. I want it white. All right, Kathy. Shock us.
Oh, my God. Love it.
You look awesome.
Honestly, I think this is the best I've looked ever in my adult life.
All right, here she is. First time you have not seen Kathy. There's the before and after.
Yes.
A dramatic change.
Yes.
Her clothes, you can see her body. She's got a sense of style. Let's bring her out now and see if she has kept up with it. Go.
Oh, yay!
time you've seen her in 6 months, right?
Yes, and you look unbelievable. She did this all by herself.
Because that's the... Square up a little bit, Kathy, out here, and let's put up, Ryan, let's put up the before, right where you were. Let's put up the before and after and see how she's kept it up.
I mean,
because that's the big question, right, is when somebody leaves, will they do it?
And, you know, I'll be honest with you, I always say it's 33, 33, 33 and a third. You know, that it gets split up. You've got 33 and a third% who really do it, like Kathy, who commit to it, and it changes their lives significantly. There's the 33 and the third that try, but don't always get it. And then there's the 33 and the third that are like, okay, we did the show, bye. And so they go right back.
How does it, because you look completely different. Everything about you, even your smile seems different. How has it changed you?
It changed me pretty drastically. I mean, when I went into it and while I was going through it, my goal was that people would judge me differently, that people would see me as being more competent and more powerful. But what I didn't realize was that it was more about how I saw myself. And when I started to look in the mirror and saw myself looking more competent and looking more authoritative, I actually felt that way. So that was the biggest change for me.
Love you for coming out here and showing us that you can keep it up. All right, when we come back, Stacy talks about her own struggles with body image and dating. We were talking about dating at the top of the show. All right, we'll be right back. Kathy, thank you.
I'm 5'7", and I was 89 pounds. Wow. Within a year, after getting very sick, I'd been anorexic for about a year, I swung to 180.
Foxball.
You heard anything about the new captain?
Robot captain engaged.
Is that what you think?
Hey, new captain alert.
That's a terrible robot voice.
Yep.
Solving the crime is his job.
Ma'am, if you could just get down or ignore me and continue shopping.
Dealing with him is everyone else's.
Yes, he did get away, but some bonus good news. I got you hazelnut. And a little spoon there.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, a new comedy Tuesdays this fall on Fox.
When I saw Stacy and Clinton, I completely recognized them. I knew what they were going to do, and I'm not surprised because I'm super casual girl. Stacy and Clinton are going to have a tough time with me.
Let's take a look at some of the footage.
Well,
Moon boots in L.A.
They're the same boot.
We're in New York now. It's much colder here.
Are these the same jeans, too? Yeah, they're the same exact jeans.
They are my favorite pair because they're loose enough up here that I can breathe.
Wow.
I was just running errands and...
That's a wreck. Do you see you're wearing the exact same thing as the man in the background who's hiding in the dumpster? Do you see that?
We're back with Stacy London, co-host of TLC's What Not to Wear. That was Shannon Elizabeth from American Pie and many things. So you redid her.
We made her over.
That's tonight's...
It's tonight's episode. It was interesting.
Well, it's got to be tough working with somebody like Shannon. She's got her own style.
Well, it's not just that she has her own style, it's that celebrities get so much advice about the way that they dress that sometimes they opt out. You know, that's what she was saying to us, is that I like wearing my ripped jeans and my sweatshirts because, God, I'm tired of red carpets. I'm tired of being dressed. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. So, yeah, it was a very different thing.
How did you get this job?
Oh, gosh. Well, I got this job really because I got fired. I got fired at Mademoiselle, where I was the senior fashion editor. A new editor-in-chief came in, and I was sort of, you know, freelance styling, doing my thing, totally bored, couldn't figure out what to do, and I got this weird random phone call to come in for a screen test to do this show that I'd never heard of.
Had you ever done on-camera stuff?
I'd done a little bit of talking head stuff before and a little bit for MTV. Nothing of this magnitude. And I didn't know TLC from ABC, from NBC, from any kind of C. So it was an interesting thing. And I went in and I kept doing, they kept asking me back. And finally I was like, enough. They've asked every stylist in New York. Everyone I hear is up for this show. So my parents invited me to Spain for a vacation. You don't get many of those free rides. So I was like, I'm going to Spain. I get a phone call saying, you know, they want you. You're in the top 27. They want me. I'm in the top. I was like, you need to come back tomorrow for one more screen test. I was like, forget it. You know what?
Yeah,
I've done it.
Good move.
I've done it. You know who I am. Top 27. What are my chances? I got off the phone, and my stepmother looked at me and said, you are getting on a plane tomorrow because you're going to get that job.
And she sent you back?
It's going to change your life. That's what she said. She looked at me. She was like, I know you're going to get that job, and I know it's going to change your life. And
it did.
It did, and she was right.
In your book...
Go, Vicky.
You owe it all to Vicky.
I owe it all to Vicky.
So in your book, you talk about your own struggles with weight loss and eating disorder and romance. What?
Yeah.
How far did it go for you in terms of swing of weight?
Oh, well, you know, it's one of the things that I think uniquely qualifies me to style women is I've been every size. And I'm not literally, but I was anorexic when I was a senior in college, and I was wearing children's clothes. I mean, double zeros didn't fit me. I'm 5'7", and I was 89 pounds.
Wow.
And within a year, after getting very sick, I'd been anorexic for about a year, I swung to 180.
In a year?
I doubled my weight in a year.
And what size is that?
I was about a size 16, 18.
Man.
So I do know what it looks and feels like pretty much at every size, you know, in a range for women. I also know what that does to you psychologically, how it cripples you, and your eyes never catch up. Your brain does not catch up with your weight when it fluctuates that much, so it's very hard to see yourself realistically, and that's one of the things I try and talk about in my book is how style can actually help ground you a little bit, how it can help you see your body better rather than avoiding it altogether. Eating disorders, I have to say, are one of the blackest places you can wind up. It just feels so hopeless. So if the book in any way helps anyone feel a little bit better about themselves and about what they can be proactive about, because you feel so helpless, then I would be thrilled.
One quick tip before we go to break for somebody who's bigger and feels uncomfortable about their body.
You want to go for structured fabric. I would say that's the number one thing. The minute you start wearing tents is the minute you're going to start looking bigger. And it also transmits a message to other people that you are ashamed of who you are.
Yeah.
And that's the bigger thing is we think we're hiding our flaws when we're just broadcasting them.
Yeah, you're highlighting them.
So you really need to take care and be proactive. Structured fabrics create a shape. That's very important.
All right, when we come back, Stacy's going to give her must-have trends for spring.
Yes.
And I like that one of the T-shirts is $10.
Yeah.
Very affordable.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll be right back.
Here's another thing. When you are being inventive with your clothing, that means you want to stretch it and be inventive with it. Bam.
Stylist Stacy London has her own company called Style for Hire. One of your stylists, Lori Brucker, helped you put together some ideas today.
Yes, exactly. Well, we wanted to talk about top spring trends. I feel like everybody always wants to know what's going on. So we thought that we would show you. Let's start with our first model.
Let's do it. Jasmine.
Yeah. Now, these are all friends and family of the Jeff Probst show, even some staffers.
She's an intern here.
Yes. This dress is Adriana Papel.
I like it.
And white is always very big for spring. Again, this season, lace it's all about lace. The biggest thing here, also, check out the Gladiator sandal.
Yeah.
You are going to see Gladiator sandals up to the knee, flats and heels. And let me tell you, that is a thing.
So one thing from a guy, what I noticed, if she didn't have the bracelet, she didn't have the hair, what do you call it, the hairband.
Right.
And the shoes, it wouldn't have the same style. You need all the pieces.
That's right. Now, that's actually a great observation. This is a blank slate, and you could play this a bunch of different ways. Now, the idea was to show you a big shoe trend. These are from Shoe Dazzle. One of the things that we wanted to do was play the rest of it down so that really it's just about the lace and the shoe. But you could pair this dress with high heels, metallic, more gold, the headband and the belt are from Banana Republic. Things like this, You can switch around to
that would
create
make it very Cleopatra.
Exactly, and you could also do this as a bridesmaid's dress. You know, there's a zillion ways to kind of spin this, which means more bang for your buck. And it's around $140, but that's a great investment if you can wear it 8 different ways.
You can wear it to the beach, too.
Yeah.
Completely different thing. All
exactly.
Right.
No waste.
Let's you and I do a style show together.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay, thanks, Jasmine. Thanks for your work on the show, too.
She looks great.
All right, Molly.
So Molly is doing the pant of the season. Now,
really?
It is all about a printed pant. And I don't want you to think that you can't get away with a printed pant if you carry your weight on your bottom half. If you watch What Not to Wear, you know cut is more important than color or print. Yes, of course, print will pull attention, but mixing patterns is very big this season as well. So you can do a pattern on top to help balance the pattern on the bottom. And really, I also have to say another ankle strap shoes, also a very big thing. The pants are $25 from H&M, $24.95, right? That's an investment that even if you're only going to wear them once in a while, you can make and be very trend conscious for the season. Also, note the shape of the bag. That shape, that duffel, is very, very big. Saint Laurent Paris did it, and now you're going to see it everywhere else. And you will be able to find them at lower price points. And that's sort of the point. You want to do high-low. You want some investment pieces that you know you'll be able to keep in your wardrobe. A white lace dress like the one we saw, you'll be able to wear for seasons on end. That's always going to be in spring. Printed pants, maybe not so much, so spend less.
Thanks, Molly. All right, Landry.
Where are you, Landry?
Wow.
So Landry's doing a couple of things here. First, we wanted to talk about how you can do separates for evening, right? And again, this is about mixing patterns. We've got snake and we've got stripes. Believe it or not, horizontal stripes are in. Okay, oh, look, those two over there are going, I don't like it. Okay, well, fine, don't like it. But these colors are super big for spring. Both the green and this cobalt blue. We wanted to show you in the shoes, you're going to see this kind of, again, gladiator style. Here's another thing. When you are being inventive with your clothing, that means you want to stretch it and be inventive with it. Bam. It's actually a dress, and we put the skirt over it. So that if you really just wanted to do something, do you like it better now?
Do you know what would be great is in the middle of a date, like a first date at dinner, you just start doing this, and then you have a dress on.
And the dress is from Aqua, the shoes are from Shoe Dazzle. The dress is about $108, and the skirt is from Loft, and it's about $59.
That looks great. All right, Rocky, get out here.
All right, I love Rocky's look. I gotta say, this makes me totes crazy. This is the new length skirt, people, and this is the shape. It's a midi with a waist. You do not have to do this pleating if you carry weight here, but this shape, this kind of A-line, beyond. Now, what I love is dressing it down with these kind of new graphic t-shirts. Love it. Add a bold piece of jewelry, and you have got a weekend look. So many people say to me they don't know how to wear skirts on the weekend. Their go-to is jeans. That's their default. Right. But this looks so great. And the skirt is from Zara. It's about $80. And the t-shirt is from Target, and it's $9.99.
That is great. T-shirts for $10. $10.
That's soft. It's a great graphic, and the vest is from the Gap. These are things that you can mix and match with other pieces for your weekend wardrobe.
You're very good at this.
Yeah.
Coming up next, Stacy's going to give a few pointers to a few unsuspecting people in the audience. We're basically going to do the show right here. I love this part. It's going to get ugly. We'll be right back. I don't know you from anyone. Pulling your sweater up 3 inches completely changed am I wrong? You suddenly have a body. If you're going to be in the LA area, go to jeffprobst.com and say yes to being in our live studio audience.
Jeff Probst Show.
With Stacy London. All right, go. You pick some people out.
I did. I'm sorry. I had to start with the front row. Alex, get your butt over here. Okay, you are totally adorable. Now, what I'm going to say that's right about this is that you are wearing a skirt that is transparent, right? So basically, we can see your legs underneath this. But normally, for somebody petite and a small frame, you want to be careful that we don't lose you in too much fabric. So if you went a little bit shorter, with your skirt, then we would see more of you instead of thinking that you were sort of drowning in your clothes.
Don't hide in those clothes. All right, who else?
How do you feel about that? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you agree, or are you like, telling me in your head I don't care what you say?
I might have to get a tan, but yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now, all right. There is something interesting that happened here. Melissa, come over here. And actually, while I'm at it, you come here too, Annette. Yes, I saw the two of you, and I want to talk about this. Everybody take a look. Do we know what's going on here? What is it? Tomato and toothpick. You want to be very, very careful. You're both beautiful women. Let me just say that straight out. But here's the thing. If you carry weight in your midsection and you have gorgeous skinny legs, you have to be very careful with how you proportion the rest of your body. Otherwise, it looks like you're heavier when you don't define a waistline. That is, don't waste your waist. That is my advice to these two beautiful women.
The structured thing.
That is the structured thing,
okay.
Exactly. Don't waste a waist, even if you're worried that you don't have
I'm going to let Stacy keep going. You keep going. We're going to go to a break. She's going to keep giving fashion advice. We'll be right back.
This is just define it with a belt. This is better because at least it gradates.
Hit it. 20 seconds.
Okay, this is from Spanx. It is the thinnest material known to mankind. You wear it under a dress, but it's actually got a bodysuit inside it. Believe it or not, it doesn't move. There's got elastic in the hem, so you can wear this with a dress and no of those weird ridges. This is the bomb diggity future of mankind.
Stacy London, you are awesome. You can catch What Not to Wear Thursday nights at 10 on TLC. Shannon Elizabeth is on tonight. Can't wait to see that. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Great show. Thanks for hanging, everybody.